With the Astro A30, Logitech is looking to make one headset that works with everything. It'll work with both PlayStation, Xbox, PC, mobile, Switch, pretty much anything thanks to the wide variety of inputs that this headset has. So, is this $230 headset the one that you should pick up? Well, let's dive in and check it out. Hey everyone, I'm Jordan with 9 to 5 Toys. So, the Logitech Astro A30 is set to be the one headset to rule them all that works with all of your different gaming platforms. So when purchasing this $230 headset, there are a few options available. We mentioned that it works with both PlayStation and PC and Xbox. Well, that is with some different dongles. So depending on which version you buy, either the PlayStation or PC or Xbox, you will get the one wireless transmitter. But if you want it to then work with the other platform, you can buy this little wireless transmitter separately and then it'll work across all platforms. There are also a couple different colorways available. We have the navy blue here, but it also comes in a white colorway. And talking about some of the other main features here, the wireless headset does have a microphone built in without the boom arm attached. It's kind of up here on the front. I think there's a little dot, on the left side. So it'll work, in this form as well, or you can pop in the removable boom mic and have something that's maybe a little bit better for communications with squad mates, if you are playing a more intense like FPS or something like that. Additionally, the Astro A30 comes with a carrying case. So pretty handy little case here that will also hold all of the accessories for this headset. So we also get a 3.5 millimeter cable. So if you are just planning on using this with a controller or, there's just some other analog source that you want to hook this up to and use it, you can do it with this included. It's a 4-pole, so the tip ring sleeve will send both audio and then also your microphone all through one cable. And then it also comes with a USB-C to USB-A cable for charging. And so now let's take a look at the overall design of the headset, because it does have a pretty modern design. And like we mentioned with Astro's, whole goal with this thing is it be able to be used both at home when you are playing at your battle station or playing at your console, but then also taking it on the go with you via Bluetooth. So you remove that microphone, it cleans everything up, and it has a pretty nice shape to it overall. It doesn't look too gamery, too clunky. It's definitely kind of flashy with these side ear cups, so you're going to draw a little bit of attention with that, but I do think it has a pretty modern and a pretty pleasing design overall. And one of the big features here is the removable speaker tags, they're calling them, on the side of the ear cup here. So it's just magnetic, and you remove it. The stock one is kind of this smoked bluish gray color, but there are different replacements you can put on here if you want to customize that color. But with it removed, it has this really sharp, eye-catching, iridescent color to it that just looks pretty cool. So it's not RGB, but if you shine a light on it, it kind of looks like RGB. So we'll pop that speaker tag back on there with the magnets, and then there are a bunch of different designs you can get from their website. All right, moving on, let's talk about comfort, which also goes kind of hand in hand with the design. So plenty flexible there in the headband. The ear cups do rotate 90 degrees. They do tilt a few degrees. It's not a whole lot, but it should be enough in there to, fit different sizes of heads. The ear cups themselves, they're decently thick. They aren't huge, but I haven't had many issues with my ears pressing up against the driver covers. For longer playing sessions, I haven't had any issues with comfort there. They are a soft, memory foam ear pad wrapped in kind of a leatherette kind of material, which can get a little bit warm. That'd probably be the only place I really dock this for comfort. There's not a whole lot of breathability in there, but that also means it works really well for passive noise cancellation. There's no ANC, there's no active noise cancellation on here to knock out like air conditioners and fans and road noise and things like that. But the passive noise cancellation, with these ear cups, with that memory foam, is pretty decent on here. And one other feature is that they're really easy to remove these ear cups, or these ear cushions as well. Just magnetic, they pop off really easily, so that is a very nice feature in here. Otherwise, across the top, we have a pretty comfortable headband. It's got a it's almost more like a silicone kind of material up here. It doesn't feel like the same, leatherette that's on the ear cups. And then it is adjustable on the headband as well for sizing. There aren't any steps or any numbers to kind of, set it at, one position over and over again, but it's very easy to adjust to, get to the right size on your head. As far as actually wearing them, there is a decent amount of clamping force. It's not anything too crazy. It doesn't feel like it has a vice, on my head or anything like that, but there is a decent amount of clamping force, which once again, that also helps with the passive noise cancellation. With those memory foam ear cups, it's just kind of pressing up against your ears, and it gets a nice little seal on there. So overall, I've really found the Astro A30 to be a very comfortable headset for longer gaming sessions. There's not as much room in the ear cups as a larger headphone or headset like the Sony InZone H9, which has that really large round ear cup. But like I said, it's plenty tall in here. There seems to be enough room in the ear cushions to the driver cover, and I haven't had any issues with comfort here. And moving on to controls, for everything that this headset is capable of doing, it's not overly cluttered with controls. Logitech Astro has kept things pretty clean on the headset here. On the left ear cup is a switch for muting the microphone, as well as ports for a 3.5mm cable and the detachable microphone. And then over on the right ear cup are the power button and status light, a Bluetooth button, and a 4-way control stick. Pushing up or down will change the volume, while pushing left or right will change the game chat balance. And moving into how does this headset sound, so far I've been very happy with how it sounds. I love the way that this thing is tuned. I think it's great for music and for gaming. Stat-wise, the A30 is packing 40mm drivers that are meant to deliver the common 20 to 20,000 Hz frequency response. In practice, that delivers a full sound with deep bass in both gaming and while listening to music. As always, one of my favorite music tracks to test bass is Solar Sailor from the Tron Legacy soundtrack. And the A30 sounded great with deep, rich bass that didn't get too muddy in the mids or highs and didn't distort. And likewise, the mids and highs are crisp and clear. Listening to Mist by Protest the Hero, the A30 kept the mids nice and bright with plenty of clarity for the guitars, and then very bright highs with the cymbals on top. Overall, in the stock setting, it's not as dark as many gaming-focused headsets can be. I found it to be a well-rounded headset for both music and for gaming. Stereo separation is a key component in knowing where opponents are in gaming. I think that this is a huge plus of this headset, it seems to be, kind of more focused or more accentuated kind of left-right stereo balance. So you can really kind of pick out, which direction things are coming from, which obviously is very key when it comes to gaming. And of course, all these combine to make the A30 a great sounding gaming headset. The deep lows, clear highs, exceptional stereo separation. This makes it both sound good and also perform well for competitive play. And if the stock sound isn't exactly to your liking, it can also be tweaked from the Logitech G Mobile app. And one note here, tweaks can only be made from the mobile app. There is no Logitech G Hub on a PC support. So you have to connect this to Bluetooth, download the app, and you can make some tweaks there. On the home screen of the Logitech G Mobile app is an icon for the headset and quick controls for volume, mode, and battery status. Below are profiles that can be set for different scenarios. In each profile are adjustments for the microphone, equalizer, and a game chat mixer. Under the EQ tab are presets like Astro Immersive and Astro Footsteps. The Astro Immersive mode boosts lower and higher frequencies for a fuller sound that works well in narrative-based gaming or for watching media. And the Astro Footsteps mode puts the focus on frequencies that can help you hear small details in competitive FPS games. And while not as heavy-handed as some other gaming headsets' footstep modes, it does help to bring down the lower frequencies that make hearing footsteps more difficult. This is an audio mode that I would use quite a bit when playing, FPS games like Battlefield 2042 because it still sounds like a lot of fun, with all the chaos that happens in Battlefield 2042, but it just makes things a little bit more clear. It kind of removes some of those lows from explosions, so you can hear, what's going on around you just a little bit better. So altogether, just some final thoughts on sound here. With the app and just the stock sound out of the headset itself, this definitely sounds like a $230 headset. It's absolutely phenomenal. So it's fun across competitive FPS games, fun across racing games, games like Destiny 2. This has just been a great headset to use. All right, and now let's get it hooked up and test out the microphone as well. So like we mentioned, it has the two microphones. So right now I am recording on the internal built-in microphone. It's just that little dot right there. So this is kind of like what it would be like with a Bluetooth kind of setting, but I do have it running through the wireless transmitter over to my PC. So this is the sound from the headset to the PC. So hopefully this gives you a good idea of what it sounds like. Next, move over to the boom mic, and then we will test it in Bluetooth on my phone as well. All right, so now we have it with the boom microphone on here. I have it connected still through the wireless transmitter to my PC, so you can hear how that sounds recording through Audition. Won't put any effects on it, so this is just straight from the headset. And let me find a keyboard real quick here, and we'll see how it does at knocking out background noise, because there are some different settings for that. All right, and of course, I have my Huntsman Mini with the purple clicky optical switches from Razer, which is like the loudest keyboard that I have. And so here we're going to see how it does with knocking out background noise, because there are a few different noise gate settings that you can set from within the app. There's also side tones. I can hear that I'm kind of popping a little bit, so I'm going to back the microphone off a little bit. All right, so noise gate, I have it set to high right now. All right, so let's go back and we'll set it to off. This is with noise gate off. We're going to type on the keyboard a little bit and see how that does at knocking out background noise. So hopefully this gives you a good idea of what that sounds like. And now we will click it on to high. There are also low and medium settings, but I'm just going to kind of skip those and go straight to high to see how it does with knocking out background noise, because in my testing, you could still hear it. So this is with the noise gate set to high. And we'll see how that sounds, and then we'll hop over and record it through Bluetooth as well. All right, so now we are using Bluetooth. What's interesting here is that you can still use the boom mic when you are recording on Bluetooth. I'll tap it a little bit here. So it sounds like it's still coming through. So this is the audio quality with the boom mic through Bluetooth. Do have that noise gate still on, I believe? Yes. And then we can also, this with the noise gate turned off. And so next we will remove the boom mic and see how it does with the internal mic. All right, so here we are with the internal mic on the Astro A30 headset. Gonna see how that sounds. You can kind of hear over here on this side. So hopefully this gives you a good idea of what it sounds like. There are still noise gate settings as well. And this is over Bluetooth on my iPhone here through the Voice Memos app. So hopefully this has given you a good idea of how that sounds. So to me, the microphone, it'll get you by in a pinch. It's not, the best sounding microphone. It's pretty much in line with a lot of other gaming headsets, kind of focused on that, getting crystal clear communication and not necessarily the most natural sound. It's not going to sound as good as like a dedicated condenser microphone or something like that. But hopefully that gives you a good idea of what this sounds like and what it can do with both of those mics. And touching really quickly on battery life here, it's rated to 27 hours, which is pretty impressive for a gaming headset. Nothing crazy like the HyperX Cloud Alpha Wireless, which will go for 300. I still have never recharged that headset, but still very commendable for a gaming headset. Oh, and one other note there is that it can still be used while it is charging. So nice little feature there. Overall, the Astro A30 is a great sounding headset for the $230 price tag. Long battery life, extreme versatility, and a comfortable fit, and great detailed sound make it a great choice for a wireless gaming headset in my opinion, across many different platforms. Of course, I wish that the microphone sounded a little bit better, or there were more, EQ tweaks natively within the Logitech app for changing that sound, but, that's kind of right in line with other gaming headsets. I can't really dock it a whole lot for that, and that wouldn't necessarily be a feature that would keep me from buying this headset over others. Of course, if you are in a noisy environment and you want ANC, there are some great headsets that came out this year. Sony InZone H9, the SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro Wireless, which we have reviews of. I'll link those up here in the corner if you want to check those out, but of course those are more expensive as well. So for $230, if you want a headset that, you can take anywhere with you, that's going to look good and sound good and has some nice features built into it, then definitely take a close look at the Astro A30, as I think it is a great gaming headset. All right, and that's going to do it for our review of the Astro A30. Let us know what you think about it down in the comments below. And if you're looking for some other videos to watch, check out these two over here on the right. And thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up to help others find it a little bit easier, and consider subscribing. This is Jordan with 9to5 Toys.